go home as champions of the Genders Texas Bowl. Another opportunity to put on the headgear and finish this season on a winning note comes in the Texas Bowl. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Washington Huskies. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Throwing, Williams. Pulls it in, it's Eldridge. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
They'll run it from the gun. And there was... where to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long, you bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. Williams, under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. 4th down, Williams. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. The throw. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Now give it to Fluff. Got enough for the first. Might have a chance. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Quarterback making adjustments. Now from inside the red zone. Takes a grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Mississippi State right back to the line. They'll run it with Bothwell. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Williams. Escapes the pressure going right. There he goes. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. Williams looking for a man. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He steps out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll try to finish it with a score from there.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Huskies! Great job by the back on the option. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Taylor wants to throw. Looking down the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Pulls and fires complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one of this postseason showdown. Let's take a look at the stats so far. As we move into the second, let's hope the rest of the game lives up to the early start. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's a give to Washington. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Here's Williams to throw. Here's a heap. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort.
Makes a grab and room to run. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Wants to adjust the pattern. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Now give it to Fluff. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down. Brings us to 4th.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it's 4th down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes a grab, past the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Lowers those pads. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
You know, they went QB design run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose again.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, here's Bothwell. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. On 1st down, it's Bothwell again. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Williams. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Got his man. They make the stop at the 37, but not before. He's got 10 yards and the first down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Williams. Got his man downfield. He is in. Touchdown, Washington.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Taylor wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. He might want another play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Williams. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. Now Washington uses his 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Williams will pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down. You're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Man, and they tried the surprise onside to start the second half. And this game's a great game. It's been back and forth, tie football game. Maybe trying to jumpstart yourself. I'll tell you what, now you've put your defense in a bind. Let's see how they respond.
They'll open this third quarter with a run. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback may change this route. He'll go to work in the air on second down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that, you're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
On third down, here's Bothwell. Takes the ball inside the 30-yard line. It'll be enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 29.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's Bothwell again.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Taylor wants to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this defense has to be ready for this. The offense likes to be aggressive. They like to take shots. That won't be the last time they try one of these 50-50 type balls down the boundary. Defense better be ready.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And after that last field goal, they start this third quarter, finding themselves playing from behind. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running inside. It's Washington. Makes it past the marker. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Washington right back to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
Fires quickly, and they pick up just a few on that completion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Taylor wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Evans. Open space at the 25. To the house. Touchdown, Bulldog.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here's Williams to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Going to take a shot. Makes the grab on the shot. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got him 1st and 10 outside the 40. Wants to throw it again. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. And the Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Williams to the air again. Unleashes one. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Bulldogs in the hurry-up.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Catch in the middle. It's Evans. Ripped off the huge chunk play all the way to the 31-yard line. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books, time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Taylor wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. On the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
I gotta be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front, winning their one-on-ones. And you gotta give the D coordinator a ton of credit. He has dialed up the perfect plays in the perfect moments, and they have made this guy's life a living nightmare today.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Throwing, Williams. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Third down from the gun, Williams. Quick completion on the out. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford.
He'll take the deep shot. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end.
Turning it on! And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Play action with Williams. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Williams lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And they're back within a score here in the 4th.
And with that kick, man, we got a one-possession game. Here's the good thing. Good news is you got all 3 timeouts. So you can kick this football deep, use your timeouts, save as much time as you can to give your offense a chance to go win this football game.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Bluff Bothwell again. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd down, here's Bothwell. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They'll give it to Fluff. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And the Bulldogs inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
Yeah, it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage, they can't get it done, and it is over. Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Timeout call by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets enough for the first. Down, crowd is silent, chains are moving, clock still going. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to